is when you think that you lost. Oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding.
So guys, for the learning, this is what I've opted to buy for my first part. I don't know if you can see anything there, but you know, it's got pretty much all the information that you need in there. So this is what I'll be going through to start off with. I have ordered other stuff as well, which I'll show you in a bit, but you know, seems like a good place to start. So this is what I'm going to kick off with. I'm going to try reading this book, despite the fact that I'm dyslexic and this is probably going to kill me. You know, we'll get through it. I've got some time. I've got quite a lot of time. I've only just sent my license off, so you know, I'm assuming, you know, there's delays at DVLA at the moment, so I'm assuming, you know, it's going to take some time for me stuff to come back. I've also purchased this. I've had a quick look through it. I've not used it for my exam or to do any theory for the actual test, because this seems, you know, I've had a quick look through it. It seems more like it's, you know, for when you're actually in the game, for when you're actually, you know, for when you're actually working. But yeah, a decent book anyway, decent book. So this is the app that I've been using for the theory test. So far, I believe it's done exactly what it was supposed to. Whether or not it'll actually get me through the actual test or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what I've been using. It's got the hazard awareness on there, it's got learning, it's got the highway code, it's got mock tests, it's got all the questions. You can go through it category by category, which I really like. Yeah, anyway, that's the app that I've been using for that one. I also use a different app, which I'll show you in a second, for the case studies. And this, the CPC case study module 2, is the app that I've been using to learn about, obviously, the case studies, the questions. It's pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all of it, the case studies are the bit that's getting me really worried, because you've got to know, you've really got to know the theory. In other words, you know, you've really got to know the theory, and if you don't know the theory, then, you know, you're going to come unstuck with it. But yeah, this I find more difficult than the actual theory itself, than the 100 questions. I don't know why, because, you know, if you know, I suppose if you know that if you can get through the theory test, then you should by rights be able to get through this. But yeah, this is the tool that I've chosen to help me out with that. Whether or not it's going to be good or bad, I'm not sure. Right guys, today is the 18th of October. It's 1:20 at the moment, and I'm sat in a car park. Today is the day that hopefully things start moving for the better in my life. you all know that there's a HGV shortage at the moment. Well, I've spent the past couple of months debating whether or not I should sit there and go for the HGV side of things. I've watched some stuff online to see what the industry's like. So yeah, I booked 3 of my tests. So I've got today the multiple choice 100 questions, I've got the hazard awareness, and hopefully if I get those 2 done really quickly, they'll let me bring the case studies forwards. Unfortunately, when I was booking my test or my tests, it had only let me book 2, and then the next one was in, I think it's November the 3rd, which is quite far away. So I'm hoping that if I sit there and smash the other 2 tests out of, out of the water really quickly, then they'll let me bring the case studies forwards to today, so I can get all 3 tests done in the same day. So this is just a little bit of a blog on my journey. And I've watched quite a lot of YouTube stuff, and the reason why I decided to go for the HGV side of things is because I'm a chef and I was working 18-hour days. The money was quite poor. There's no breaks, there's no holidays, there's no bank holidays, there's no Xmas. And I know that there's probably not going to be any of that during the HGV, but 18 hours a day for like between 16 and 18k a year is just ridiculous, really. And I'm getting to that age now where things are going to have to slow down a bit. I'm always, as a chef, always stood up, always moving at a really fast pace. I just want a something a little bit different. So yeah, I've looked into it. There's a lot of good things and there's a lot of bad things being said on the internet, but I guess I just want to find out for myself. So yeah, I've booked my test today. I'm gonna have to set off now, and what I'll do is, when I've done the tests, pass or fail, I'll do a video explaining how it was for me and what I thought. I feel like I've done quite a lot of revising for it, but as with everything, there isn't no guarantees in life. So yeah, anyway, wish me luck. Catch us in a bit. Right guys, I just got out from the test centre. Was a little bit disappointed in the test, to be honest. Yeah. Point being is this one. If you can see it there, the hazard awareness, I got 76 out of 100. That was for the hazard awareness, and I'll explain to you what happened about that. I even called the guy over and said, listen, this is suspect, this, mate. I was clicking when I was supposed to be clicking, and for some reason the test said that it recognised that I was doing a pattern. I wasn't doing a pattern, I was clicking when I was supposed to be clicking. I've been doing this test for a few months now and been repeatedly scoring 90% odd. I've got my motorcycle licence, I've got my car licence. Yeah, I'm no stranger to the hazard awareness or anything of the such. So yeah, I've been practicing the hazard awareness, the theory religiously, and yeah, wasn't really happy about that, not at all. My other one, obviously take my name off there, obviously the theory itself, I don't know if you can see that, 90% odd, that's true to how I've been doing it. I've been repeatedly in the 90s, 98s, 98s, 95s, all the way through the test, so all the way through the learning process. But yeah, anyway, I got it. I've done it in the end. Like I said, I wasn't happy about that one clip, and I did flag that up to the guy. I turned around and said, listen, no, it's a bit fucking suspect, that, mate. It's a little bit suspect, you know. I clicked it when the hazard was actually there. I didn't put too many clicks. I only did like 5 or 6 clicks, you know, for the hazard. One seeing it, one as I approach it, one as it, you know, couple as it's happening, and then once when it had finished. So yeah, there's no way that I overclicked, but according to the computer, I was doing something systematically. Now that's not my fault. The way I see it is, if they're putting the hazards that are happening around the same duration of time inside the actual clip, then that shouldn't reflect bad on the person that's doing the test. You know what I mean? They should mark it as it's marked. You know, if you're fair enough, if you're doing like, you know, 10 to 15 clicks and there's only one thing, then, you know, fair enough, then disqualify that clip. But don't do that, because, you know, they're at the same sort of time level as the previous fucking 3 clips. Now anyway, point is I passed. They wouldn't bring the case studies forwards because it was more than a 3-day period, apparently. More than a 3-day period. Even I had well over an hour of my of my theory time left, and I still had another, you know, I'd only just gone into the hours. No, it was just before the hour. I think I did it all in around 90 minutes. No, not 90 minutes. What am I talking about? I did it all in around 40 minutes. Both the questions and the hazard awareness. So yeah, they still won't bring it forward, even though I had an extra hour left to do the clip. Anyway, I'm gonna go and chill out now. You know, I was revising a little bit for it last night. You know, I was doing the clips. I was doing, you know, a little bit of revision last night. I'm now gonna let my family know what the score is, and I'll bring you back when it's time for the next one. Take it easy.